Scorpios, this is Perstephane Rose, and this is for the week of February 9th through the 15th. For my Scorpios, what does everybody want to say? Okay, that's funny. Let me shuffle just to make sure that it's not associated with the Libra. We just got done with Libra, and Libra's energy is flowing onto yours. So I think because of that, when that happens to me, that usually means that you guys are going to have very similar weeks, okay? Not identical, but similar. And Libra's had a very positive week. So if you want to read theirs, there's some kind of overlap there, okay? Okay, they're also showing me for you as Scorpios, what you guys need to be focused on this week is make sure that what your big goal that you're working on is something you can actually accomplish with people's help, because they do show me that a big group of you have a tendency of isolating yourself and saying, okay, well, I'm just going to do it myself. I'm going to plunge forward. I'm going to make this work. It's going to be all me, but I'm going to do it. Okay. They're showing me stop doing that. This year is going to be one of your years where it's to focus on, make you try to focus on using the collective or the team approach instead of an individual approach, okay? For you to be very successful this week, it does show me you're going to have to reach out and ask for help. I know that that's not always the easiest for my Scorpios, but they do show me reach out and ask for help. You get a bigger variety or bigger skill set when you do that. It also lets you stay clear and focused on the big picture. So if this is a project that you guys are working on at work, they show me, make sure you start delegating this project out to the other people, okay? Parts of it. Like, you please go find the research on this. You're in charge of actually creating the marketing process. You please go look at the budget. And then they give you the information and you can produce something very prosperous, very important, and very they keep showing me that it shines and lights, like it's very good, okay? But they do show me you can't do it on your own. You have to use a group. Team approach this week, team approach, Scorpio. Okay. The other thing they're also talking about is you are no longer sitting in the dark. You're no longer in the shadows for you. You are stepping straight into the light. So some of this is, for some people, this is a promotion. This is also like good news coming in for you, because they do show me you're dusting off the old. Like the old is, they keep showing me people removing, back in the day, you know, they used to cover furniture with towels and sheets so that they wouldn't get dusty. They keep showing me someone walking through and ripping the sheets off and fluffing everything up, okay? So the dusty is being knocked off, okay? Your winter coat or your winter energy is no longer going to apply to you now. You're stepping into the spring, so you need to start moving forward, and you actually start moving forward pretty fast. They show me you're moving your energy pretty fast now because there is money in the future coming in. It makes me feel like this is closer to the end of the summer money that you're going to be working on, but you have to start the project now. So they show me if this is, again, if this is applying for a loan with hope that you can start get the product, start the company, get it up and running in the next couple months, they do show me start the actual work on the project now, okay? So if that is getting your loans, getting your trade names, doing the paperwork side of stuff, they show me that what needs to start now, okay, for a big group of you. Okay. The other thing they want to talk to you about is make sure you understand that you have a part, like for a big group of you, you guys have some form of a romantic relationship that's occurring right now, okay? Or you're in. And they show me, make sure that you are not, for my Scorpios, you have a tendency of wanting to be in full control. And I understand that that's your sign and that's what you do. But you have to make sure that you're actually giving your partner or your person that you care about some input too into the situation. So they give me as an example, for some people, it's almost like you guys are talking about, let's redo the kitchen. Let's change the color on the wall. And you're like, okay, I've got this. And you go down to Home Depot and you go and you start pulling out colors and you're like, okay, we need it to be bright. We need it to be colorful. We need it to be this. I'm going to pick this color. You forgot to ask your partner. Okay. And yes, your partner will probably like it, the color you paint, but make sure you're asking their opinion on some of the stuff, because they do show me that you're just like, okay, then let's just go do it. I'm going to go and get the stuff right now and I'll just paint it and I'll be done. And they're showing me that's probably where the teamwork information is coming in. Make sure that you're asking other people's input and you're not bulldozing over the top of them this week, okay? So they do show me, make sure that both of you have the same knowledge or the same idea or the same clarity. See how they're connected right here? That's because they're wanting you to ask their opinion. Okay, so in partnerships, make sure you're asking people's opinion. This may also apply to a group of you that are going on vacation, and it's almost like you're making the itinerary for the vacation and you've got every day planned, but you actually forgot to ask them what museum they want to go to, and you're bypassing the museum they really want to go to. So make sure that you ask, okay? What are the last two cards for my Scorpios for the week of February 9th through the 15th? Okay. For the last two cards, they are talking about right here. The second to the last card has to do with you, and it has to do with you actually not getting too muddled down with the negative this week, okay? It does show me that team approach is how you should be working and making sure you're asking other people for help or their ideas or input, okay? But they do show me you have a tendency of only seeing the negative. So it's almost like in the past, you guys tried to give someone or tried to work in another team and it just fell apart on you. And you eventually had to pick all the pieces up and just do it yourself. And this time you're like, I'll just do it myself. I don't even want to deal with that. They're showing me it's a different team, different situation, and stop like just trying to do it all on your own, okay? They show me stop messing around in the dark. Just give some people their skills. You'll be more than surprised at how they actually turn out, because see how the clouds are actually little flowers or blossoms? They show me that's because you're going to actually be very surprised at how successful this turns out if you don't get down here into the negative and be like, well, in the past it never worked, or we never were able to do it in the, they show me stop going down that path. Okay. Stay in the positive, give people, ask people for their help, ask their insight, and you'll be very happy this week. Okay. The last card for you, which makes me laugh because, again, it's a repeat, but not exactly. They're showing me that you are going to have someone that actually confronts you or puts you in the spotlight this week, okay? But you actually don't feel like it's a positive. So it's almost like you're going to get into maybe a couple confrontations with people, and they show me try not. Sometimes you guys have a very negative side to you that you only let come out and fly when it's in a really bad situation. They're showing me try to stay calm, breathe through it, and don't let the aggression or the anger or the fury side come out of you. You'll get more accomplished if you stay in a positive mind frame, a more collective mind frame, and actually think through the process. Don't